All right, it's recording. Okay. Hey guys, and today I'm gonna be watching the death battle episode between Tomura Shigaraki from My Hero Academia and Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen. So I know a pretty decent amount of stuff about them because I know about I watched My Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen. If anything, this is like the fourth time they have a My Hero Academia character on the show after like All Might, Todoroki, and Midoriya. And I didn't like Todoroki and Midoriya's episodes. Todoroki because he was out of character and like the animation was kind of awful. And then Midoriya's episode was mostly bad because Asta was like out of character and like the analysis treated him kind of like shit. So, but I did like Gojo versus Makima though. So that's something to be notable. That's a positive thing. So in terms of like who's gonna win, I'm kind of leaning Shigaraki, like because he should be like stronger, faster, and more tougher. So all the stats should go to him. It's literally like country to multi-continental versus like town level at best. But like yeah, like Mahito scaling to go Jogo's meteors, they calc that in like Gojo versus Makima, like being like 800 kilotons of TNT, and then I remember in All Might versus Might Guy, they calculated All Might punching so hard that like the weather changes to like 24 gigatons of TNT, and then there was that punch that Midoriya and Bakugo did in Heroes Rising that was like almost 100 teratons of TNT. That's like country level. But it's gonna be like, yeah, it's the thing that makes me unsure is like if Shigaraki could like resist idle transformation, like which literally distorts of someone's body. He can heal himself, turn his body parts into weapons, and like reshape souls and stuff like that. And like I know for a fact that like domain expansion, like his domain expansion is literally called self-embodiment of perfection, which literally helps him like connect with like the souls of like anyone inside that like literally like transfigure them without like direct contact. I feel like if Shigaraki gets entrapped in it, like he really cannot escape from what I know. And I feel like Shigaraki has like all these quirks. Like he has his decay quirk that literally helps him like disintegrate like anything with what like if all 5 of his fingers touches, that like literally affects both organic and non-organic things. I mean, it can also like disintegrate like large groups of enemies at once. Yeah, and then he also has like the all for one quirk, like which like after he got like surgery, which like all for one literally like helps helps the wielder to like steal like other people's quirks. And then like he has like other quirks like the search quirk that was like originally from like the Wild Wild Pussycats that could like literally help them monitor like multiple people at once. I think like 100 people at a time. I remember, like he can like heal lost limbs and organs. He can like fire radio waves. He can like produce tendrils from his body. He even has danger sense that he stole from Midoriya. That was like also the original quirk of the 4th user of One for All. I feel like the tendrils and the radio waves are kind of going to be useless because like Mahito could like heal from physical damage, But I feel like the one, like, even then, like, search could like give him like awareness on like where, could like help him monitor multiple people at once. I guess like he could like monitor like the transfigured people that Mahito reshaped, or like trying to find Mahito as well. And then like danger sense could like help him like detect nearby threats. And I feel like because his reaction speed should be faster, he might be able to like dodge like a lot of Mahito stuff. But I don't know if Mahito, from what I know, I don't think Mahito could like heal from like decay, because like it literally decays your body, literally like disintegrates your whole body. And like it was also used to like disintegrate like multiple people at once, and like disintegrate, like destroy a whole city at once. And I feel like these two are like evil in their different ways, because Mahito was literally a cursed spirit that was literally literally a cursed spirit that was literally born from like the negative emotions of humans, and like he's aware of being evil and enjoys it. And then for Shigaraki's case, he's evil because he was, during his time, he was living in a society where like they just ignored him. His father was a piece of shit. He abused and hit him because he despised heroes, because his mother was literally Nana Shimura, which was like the 7th wielder of One for All, which is like the same person that mentored All Might. And then like when his quirk lost control, he ended up accidentally like taking the lives of his dog, his sister, and his mom. Well, his dad was kind of not okay, he deserved it. Like he treated him like a piece of shit. So I don't really feel bad for what happened to Shigaraki's dad. So yeah, and then I feel like Shigaraki should be able to like resist the idol transfiguration, and he should be able to like resist it, because like All for One's vestige, it could help him like avoid the destruction, because like he could like resist it. Like he even rejected like Midoriya's soul from like reaching his own, and like was gonna push him out. And then on top of that, like he has what else does he have? Like wait. He also has a possession. So like I've read like All for One's vestige that's inside him could like transfer his quirk and spirit to like another person to like take over their body. And possession, like I don't think Mahito could like resist that. Maybe like either like he could like possess Mahito's body and could just disintegrate his body right then and there, but we'll see. And I feel like the Nomus should be better than like any of the transfigured humans that Mahito has, but we'll see. But like I'm kind of leaning towards Shigaraki because of like multiple factors. Better stats. Search could like monitor him, so Shigaraki would be able to know where he is, and danger sense would like be able to like give him a sense of like precognition. So like because he's the faster in terms of reaction speed, like he'd be able to like react to whatever like Mahito is gonna throw at him. So
Shigaraki versus Mahito.
Yep.
The symbol of fear versus the human disaster curse.
Yep.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Wait, I
The
forgot.
human...
Shigaraki versus
Shigaraki versus
Mahito.
Mahito,
The
yep.
symbol of fear versus the human disaster curse.
Damn
He's
right.
Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Leader of
And
the
it's
League
our
of
job to
Villains
analyze their
versus
weapons, armor, and skills to
the
find out who would win a death
Cursed
battle.
spirit relying on negative emotions.
Tenko Shimura was just a sweet,
Yep,
shy
Tenko Shimura
boy
is his
who
real name.
loved superheroes.
But sometimes the hand of fate can't abide sweet shy boys.
Yeah,
Ruthlessly
unfortunately.
beaten and abused by his hero-hating
Yeah, his
father,
dad was a
Tenko
literal
pushed
piece of
beyond
shit.
his emotional limits until he activated his
Shimura,
inherent
21.
superpower.
Recommender
or
of the Paranormal
quirk.
Liberation
It
Front.
wasn't
Yep.
something cool like flight or super strength. In his terror, he accidentally killed his
Yeah, he
whole
killed his
family.
whole family,
Well,
except his
for
dad.
dear old dad. That one was
That was not an
intentional.
act. He
Tenko
fucking
wandered the
deserved it.
streets alone, silently begging for someone, anyone, to help him. If only a hero was there to save him. But instead, the only open hand he found belonged to the devil.
All
Literally
for
all
one.
for one.
The greatest
Probably
supervillain in
one of the
history.
biggest
He
bad
took
in my rock
Tenko
game,
under
and he
his
influenced
wing,
Shigaraki.
feeding a hatred of everyone and everything, and grooming him to one day lead his League of Villains in destroying hero society.
With that came a new name, Tomura
Tomura
Shigaraki,
Shigaraki.
and an absolutely nightmarish quirk,
Yeah,
Decay.
Decay.
It does what it says on the tin.
Yeah,
Anything Shiggy
literally.
touches with all 5 fingers turns to dust.
Yeah,
the perfect
it's
power
gone.
for someone who just wants to
Slides through
destroy.
hands, feet,
Pretty
citywide
menacing.
range,
If
disintegrates
not for
physical
that
matter,
dorky ass costume.
disintegrates
I
energy
get it,
attack.
hands are his thing, but come on.
The
He just
Aurora
looks so dumb and
reactive
fake.
illusion.
Oh, those aren't prosthetics. Those are
Those are
real
like
hands
literal hands from his
From his
dead
family.
family members.
that he killed, attached to his face.
You literally-
and explicitly
that's what that
commanded
is.
to be left there by his mentor so that he would never forget his rage.
Of course.
Okay.
While his use of decay started off relatively weak, it rapidly increased in power
it
and range
literally
as
got
Shigaraki
stronger
came into his
than-
own.
Decay
like
isn't
that.
even limited to whatever he's touching. Anything that touches something he's decaying also decays.
Yeah, it also
Spreading
decays.
like an all-consuming miasma that can wipe out anything from an enormous tower to an entire city.
Pretty much
If
a
decay
massive
reaches you, your
citywide range.
only hope is to
right there.
isolate the body part that is disintegrating before it gets to something vital.
After years of training with the greatest supervillain of all time, Shigaraki was finally put in charge of his own team.
Oh, yeah, that
with
was the
one
US,
mission.
J attack.
He
Yeah,
must
that was
kill
from season
his
one.
master's rival, the
All
number one
Might.
hero, All
I
Might.
am
Only 2
here.
fall flat on his face.
Shigaraki was a terrible leader.
He was
Quick-tempered,
fucking
short-sighted,
terrible.
and,
Yeah, pretty
well,
much.
Cringe. Oh,
I remember
he's
when
just
he
so
like
cringe.
kidnapped
He uses
Bakugo
gamer lingo
to have him join the League of
unironically.
Villains,
He
but it
whines
fucking
like a
failed
baby
hard.
when things don't go his way. He's the kind of guy who would say normie in real life in front of normies.
I
but
won't
they
be
say
surprised.
defeat is the
that was
greatest
the case.
teacher of all. Only through struggle could Shigaraki manifest his dark conviction.
Right as All Might's new protege,
Izuku
Izuku Midoriya, was
Midoriya.
coming into his own as well.
These two rivals, the
They were
inheritors
the
of their
exact
master's
opposite of
blood
each
feud,
other, literally.
would push themselves past their own limitations.
Especially when All Might and All for One double KO'd
Yeah,
each other,
literally,
leaving
that's probably one of the
Shigaraki to
best
lead the
fights
League
in
of
the
Villains
history of
all
our
by
game,
himself.
yeah.
And
All
with
Might
the
versus All
stakes
for One.
higher than ever before, Shigaraki stepped up. He
Mm-hmm.
personally battled the monstrous Gigantomachia for a month
Gigantomachia.
and a half straight, and
Okay, 1
conquered
month
other
and a half.
villain organizations to create the Paranormal Liberation Front.
Yep.
Thousands of new soldiers for his personal army.
Pretty
All
much.
to impress All for One's
Yeah,
personal
that doctor
quack,
from the-
Dr. Ujiko,
who
who
told
spent
him, like,
months
Midori
upgrading
wouldn't have a
Shigaraki's
fork.
body to make it more like his
And his asshole
sensei's.
dick.
It might have been constant agony, but Shiggy
Yeah,
went
like
from
he had a
Chud
surgery,
to
right, to
Chad.
get all-
Ujiko's experimentation vastly increased Shigaraki's strength, speed, and durability.
Yep,
enough
they
to
do.
match and surpass even All Might's absurd powers.
Sharing
even
All
All Might
Might's
at the
power
time.
between them, Deku and Bakugo
Yeah,
were
I
able to
literally
punch an
meant that, like,
island-sized
that punch.
hole in a cloud that reached 24 miles into the sky.
Uh-huh.
We've calculated that before to be nearly
for
80
Zaka,
million
yeah.
megatons of
78
TNT, almost as
tons of
much as the
TNT.
meteor
I
that
remember
wiped out
that.
the dinosaurs.
And Shigaraki can now move fast enough that his body produces hypersonic shockwaves and can even catch laser beams.
Yeah.
And he's tough enough to survive Star
Light
and
speed
Stripes
reaction time.
Intercontinental
This is,
Ballistic Cruise punch!
Oh, yeah,
now
that,
the new
Storm
name for
Threat,
my
I forgot to
penis.
mention that.
Move over, gigantic Omega Storm. Anyway, it also made a
Gigantic
blast
Omega
so
Storm.
big it showed up against
Broly's
the curvature
attack.
of the earth.
Wrong
Though he
anime,
might seem
boomstick.
invincible, when Shigaraki's body is pushed hard enough, he will evolve into a state of uncontrollable power.
Like, that looks
Decay
like
became-
the Akira
oh, shit.
mutation.
More hands!
Shigaraki can spontaneously generate flesh into existence, seemingly oceans of it in an instant, whenever he wants. He can even use it as a type of armor to defend himself in close combat.
Yeah.
But that's nothing compared to Ujiko's greatest gift. Shigaraki wanted to be the new All for One.
Yeah, pretty
so
much
what
he
better
wanted to be
way
new
than
All
the
for
old
One.
man's quirk?
All for One's quirk, All for One,
Literally,
allows
it's
its
called
user
All
to
for One.
steal and store
Steal and
quirks with
stealing
just
quirks.
a touch.
Yep.
And All for One has hundreds of them stored up,
Pretty
collected over
much.
the years.
Each quirk is connected to a memory of its user's essence
A
in the form
vestige.
of a spirit, a vestige.
Yeah.
Kinda like a piece of their soul.
So, created from
they exist
biological
in this kind
quirk
of
factors.
psychic world in
Factors.
Shigaraki's
Vestiges are
body. They
described
can
as
even
being
act as a
souls and
spiritual
spirits.
defense
You
should
can
it be
remark that the
invaded.
vestiges
And
all
with those
like,
vestiges
I can
came
fucking
quirks
read that
like
word.
super fast healing, air blast, radio waves,
That's a lot of
flight,
quirks. Yeah.
telekinesis,
Danger sense. That's the
teleportation
one
of
with
others, and
Midoriya
the
and the
ability to
fourth
track
user of One for All
foes.
has.
He can even combine multiple quirks
And
together,
Surf, one of
like
the
in this
Pussycats
big-ass
had.
electric Kamehameha.
However,
Pretty
any
much.
vestige stolen or
Shigaraki stole
destroyed
Danger
will
Sense from
also
Midoriya,
remove that
specifically by
quirk from
stealing the
Shigaraki's
vestige of
repertoire.
Hokage
They're also
Shinomori rather than the
sentient,
quirk factor,
and some can even
proving
fight
that
for
the two are
control.
linked.
Which
Okay.
is when the second shoe finally dropped. Because Shigaraki also got All for One's vestige,
Right.
that means All for One was now in possession of a shiny new body that he'd spent the last 15 years molding for him to take over.
Pretty much.
Shigaraki's entire existence was planned from the
It
beginning.
was literally planned,
Why?
yep.
Because All Might's previous mentor was Nana
Nana
Shimura,
Shimura, and that was his
Tenko's
grandmother.
Oh, that to mess with All Might.
Destroyed
That is
Big
some
City,
next level
fought
hating
Gigano
right
Monster
there.
for
He
1.5 months,
manipulated
fought Laser Beam,
Shigaraki's
defeated
entire
Redistro,
life,
aka Enemy
all
Duper Smith,
for one
Aizawa,
purpose.
Miracle, Charge
Create a
Press,
soul
Bakugo.
so corrupted it would grind away at All Might's perfect world,
Yeah.
allowing All for One
And
to
Bakugo
take
almost
full
died.
control.
Spoilers.
But All for One's possession wasn't complete, and Shiggy managed to fight his way back to the top, literally decaying his way through vestiges in the process, all
much.
to fight his rival Deku one last time.
Despite Izuku's best efforts to save him,
Yeah.
Shigaraki was too far gone.
Yeah, he was too
His
far gone,
spirit
pretty much, at that point.
decayed by years of venomous hatred.
And
Yeah.
the new symbol of hope defeated the new symbol of fear, burying All for One's grudge for
That's
good.
literally the
All that
biggest,
Shigaraki asked was to be remembered as the heartless
destroyer.
destroyer he was raised to be, and not the broken, angry, crying little boy he really was deep
Yeah.
inside.
For just
Imagine
that one
how
moment, though,
well
Shiggy got
he
in
could have been
Deku
if
the only
he
thing
was
he'd
raised
been
right and
denied
All
his
for One
whole
didn't
life.
come into
The
his life.
one thing his lifelong nihilistic tantrum was really all about. He got a hero who tried to save him.
But like, yeah, Midoriya tried to save him, but like he realized he was too far gone. Yeah, it's a pretty sad backstory. I can't fully blame him for like getting to the way he was. So yeah. So like from what I got from that, like he has like multiple quirks that I just mentioned, like Danger Sense and Search. But I feel like the ones that's gonna do like physical damage, like the radio waves and the freaking the tendrils, those are gonna be fucking useless because Mahito can like literally heal from physical damage. So those two quirks are pretty much out of the question. And they did mention like souls and like vestiges. Like maybe he could resist it, but we'll see.
This battle is sponsored by Robin Hood
We're
Gold.
skipping
With
this.
Robinhood
Make
Gold,
sure you watch
can
the
now
original
enjoy the
video,
VIP
guys.
treatment. Net worth.
.com/gold.
Investing involves risk. Rate subject to change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at $5 a month for 1 year from first match and must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by
I should
Robinhood
have
Gold
skipped the whole
LLC.
ad. All right, Mahito.
Ever since Cain slew his brother Abel and wetted his fields with his blood, man's greatest fear has been his fellow man.
Yep.
But what if this fear took on a life of its own?
What if all that negative emotion humans felt for one another spilled from their bodies and congealed, forming, over time, a living being fueled by malice,
Pretty
which
much.
believes in nothing but the law of the jungle?
Well,
Yep.
then you'd have the special grade curse with the patch face,
Mahito, patch
Oh,
face.
I've had
Nice.
people tell me I've become
Oh,
a
I
human
love
disaster
that
curse when
meme.
I've had too many mojitos.
Mahito is one of
AKA
the
patch
deadliest
face,
beings
you
to
must
ever
hold.
afflict mankind. He's no
Unregistered
mere
special
mortal,
grade
though,
curse.
but a cursed spirit. Innumerable spirits
Leader of the
exist,
disaster
weaker
curses.
or stronger,
Lives in a
depending on the
society
amount
like
of
Shigaraki.
anxieties, jealousies, hatreds, and fears humans feel about them.
Like
Pretty much
the fear
every
of
negative
locusts,
emotion
kind of weak, or the fear
pretty
of
much
smallpox,
manifested into
getting
a cursed
stronger,
spirit.
or the fear of fire. Oh, goodbye,
Yeah,
Tokyo.
goodbye.
So it follows
person
that mankind's fear
encountered
of itself
Jogo.
would be extremely powerful. Those negative emotions manifest as Mahito, a being
Yep.
composed of cursed energy.
Cursed energy.
It's basically like evil ki. Cursed energy
Pretty
can be
much
used to
evil
make
ki,
spirits
yeah.
way stronger, faster, and tougher than any normal human. And
Yeah.
it's invisible, making curses like Mahito impossible for the untrained eye to see.
He's kinda like a
Only
stand
life or
user,
death
but this is
situation
JJK,
can
but
galvanize
it's
a normal
totally
person
different.
to see a cursed spirit.
That also makes cursed spirits virtually immune to physical damage.
They said,
they
like,
may be
souls and
physically
vestiges
present
go,
in
maybe you can
space,
see 'em.
but can only be harmed by
Shigaraki
attacks
see 'em.
that embody spirit matter
Personal
like cursed
vulnerability.
energy.
Which makes
Between
curses
physicality,
insanely hard to
invisibility,
get rid of,
black
like
flash,
ghosts,
binding
cockroaches,
vows,
or my
curtain.
ex. That's why you need a jujutsu sorcerer to come in and kaizen the shit out
Yeah.
of them. They call it
Sorcery
exorcism,
battle.
but I like the way I
Jujutsu
said it
means
better.
sorcery.
Curses and sorcerers have
And then
battled
Kaizen
each
means
other
battle.
for millennia,
Sorcery fight.
waging an endless war over the fate of humanity.
doesn't roll off the
Almost
tongue as
exclusively
well
in
as
Japan, though, for
Kaizen.
some reason.
But Mahito was special. You see, most curses are basically dumb animals. But
Yeah.
Mahito has so much cursed energy that it gave him sentience.
So he was
Pretty
recruited
much.
by Kenjaku alongside other special grade disaster curses to wreak havoc upon the world. In
Yeah,
fact,
pretty much.
They made Mahito their leader.
And even
Yeah, he's
more
the-
frightening
so he's
than
the leader of the-
intelligence and bloodlust.
All that
Mahito
those curses and
possessed
like Shigaraki's the
philosophy.
leader of the League of
Perhaps
Villains.
informed by the tragic meaninglessness of interhuman conflict,
both have
Mahito
something to do
is
with
an
hands.
existential nihilist, believing in nothing but his own will
hungry,
to power.
eat. If you
It's
hate,
a
kill.
dog-eat-dog world, and Mahito is the wolf.
Which
Yep.
also makes him kind of a goofball. If
Yeah.
nothing matters,
They're
why
both
not
childish.
have fun with the slaughter? Really get your steps in. He loves to dig around and toy with your emotions like a cartoon character before slitting your throat.
An appropriate
Yeah.
analogy, considering his curse technique, idle
Idle
transfiguration.
transfiguration.
Using his cursed energy, Mahito can control anyone's soul
Yeah, he
with
can
just
reshape a
touch,
person's soul.
including his own. In
Yeah.
fact, he's so good at manipulating his own soul that you can't even kill the bastard without directly targeting it.
In
Yeah, you have
Jujutsu
to directly
Kaisen, the
target the
soul
soul.
and the body
According to
share an
Principal
immutable
Yaga, one can
connection.
replicate a soul
Whatever
and its
happens to the
information
former
from the
affects the
information of the
latter.
body.
This lets
Such as how he
Mahito
created
squash,
Panda.
stretch, and shapeshift
okay.
his body into
I'll keep that in
literally anything he
From
wants.
manipulation,
Like Play-Doh.
shape-shifting
He
for
can
effect,
turn his limbs into
reshaping the soul
blades
and
or
bodies of
clubs,
opponents,
grow wings like a
cloning,
bird
soul
or fins like a fish,
monstrosity,
reform
body
his
repel,
body around
his domain
injuries, or
expansion,
even create
self-embodiment.
clones.
Curse users
Perfection.
are naturally unharmed by their own ability. Should he touch a human, though, his alterations to their body are instantly fatal.
Yeah,
And
it's
since he's
instantly fatal,
attacking
pretty
your
much.
soul, those physical wounds are gonna be impossible to heal.
Yeah.
Even if his alteration isn't
I don't know.
directly
I don't think
fatal,
Shigaraki
the
can
human
be able to
body
heal
won't last
from
more
that.
than a
It
few
depends on where
moments
he
in a
is.
transfigured state.
All that with one
head is
touch.
blown off, he's dead.
God, I thought herpes was bad.
His powers mean Mahito treats humans as effectively disposable dolls that he can gleefully
Yeah, pretty much.
experiment on. The more casualties,
thinks
the
humanity
better,
is just
especially if he
disposable.
gets to break your spirit first and watch you suffer.
Even more twisted is when he combines two transfigured humans together for soul multiplicity. Essentially a giant torrent of body horror flesh that he repels at an opponent. Ugh.
Mahito is
let's
unbelievably
see how that's
creative
gonna
with his
fare up
application of
against Shigaraki.
idle transfiguration. And despite being a newborn curse,
Yeah.
consistently keeps experienced sorcerers on the back foot.
It helps that he's a quick study who's picked up a number of different curse techniques.
Yes, he has.
Like the Black Flash.
Black
By
Flash.
applying cursed energy within 1 microsecond
Yep,
of an
1
impact with an
microsecond.
enemy, space itself will distort, exponentially amplifying its force by a factor of 2.5.
2.5.
Not only does this hurt like a mother, it restores your curse technique and gets you fully in the zone.
And would require reflexes moving
1
nearly
microsecond.
1,000 times the speed
Mach
of sound.
932.
It's no
That
surprise
is
then that
pretty
Mahito
fast.
also unlocked the pinnacle of sorcerer techniques, the domain
Domain expansion.
Oh shit! more hands! A
Yeah, pretty
domain
much
is like
more
a
hands.
barrier of cursed
Not all
energy,
the hands,
but
everybody.
if you're caught inside, Mahito can use idle transfiguration instantly without even needing to touch you.
Yeah, you
It's
don't need to
called
touch
the
him. He doesn't need to touch
self-embodiment
you.
of perfection. The ultimate expression
Yeah,
of Mahito's
self-embodiment of
absolute
perfection,
control over his victim's body
That's
and
what his
soul.
domain expression is
The
called.
only time it ever failed was against the student sorcerer and Mahito's archenemy,
Yuji
Yuji
Itadori.
Itadori.
Because not only was Yuji a
I like a girl with a big
barf-inducing
ass,
goody little
like Jennifer
two-shoes who
Lawrence.
believed in the inalienable rights of all living
I don't know
things,
why they
blah,
didn't
blah,
name
blah.
drop him
He
in,
also had a
JoJo's
curse
episode.
inside of
But they
him.
did name
The
drop Genji.
king of
Genji.
curses, Sukuna.
Sukuna.
Which meant Mahito's
Ryomu
ability
Sukuna is his
affected
name.
both souls in Yuji's body. Sukuna didn't like that.
No, he
No
did not.
surprise, and kicked Mahito's ass, forcing Patchface to fight with a handicap whenever facing his
Patchface.
pink-haired menace.
Yuji's belief in the value of human life flew directly in the face of the world that Mahito knew to be cruel and meaningless.
Yeah.
So he made it his mission to crush Yuji's spirit before killing him, murdering his friends, defiling their
Yeah,
corpses,
Nobara
and brutally
pretty much
battering him
almost-
before
or
going
pretty
in
much
for
died.
the kill.
He died.
And
In
he's
the
got the
Shibuya.
strength to do it. Mahito's one of the most powerful curses in the world,
Pretty
and
much.
his growth
Yep.
is exponential.
Fellow disaster curse Jogo
Other
was
side
able to
materials
summon a
such as curse
massive
blast,
meteor capable
curse
of
blast, and
reducing the
phantom
city
parade,
of
so
Shibuya
that
to
Mahito's
ash.
relatives
That'd
could
take an
probably
energy
do
of
that
over
for
800
curses.
kilotons of
830.
TNT.
And Mahito can curse Jogo was
Yeah,
able to
Jogo.
summon a
I
massive
read that
meteor
Jogo
capable
was
of
talking about the
reducing the
meteor.
city of Shibuya to ash.
That'd take an energy of over 800 kilotons of TNT.
That is-
And Mahito
yeah,
can
that's
take
exactly
as good
what
as he
they
can
calculated.
give, especially when, in the throes
In
of struggle against Yuji, he
Gojo versus
evolved,
Makima.
unlocking a vastly more powerful form, the instant body of distorted killing.
Complete with armored exoskeleton and
Black
arm
Flashing-
blades,
Black
this was a
Flashing
taste of the
Microsecond,
almighty
Black
curse
1000 humans
Mahito
in
was
Shibuya.
growing into. A true
Thank numerous
blight on
Black
all
Flashes from Yuji
mankind.
and
It
Todo.
wouldn't last. In a
Fujinami,
bitter battle of resolve,
Mekamaru,
Yuji
Mekamaru,
won out.
Nobara, and
In a
Todo.
dog-eat-dog world, there was now a bigger wolf.
So
Dog.
he tucked
I'm
tail and
hungry
ran
like the
away
wolf,
like
everybody.
a bitch. And what do you know? Life suddenly became a whole lot more meaningful the second it looked like it was about to end.
All that gleeful nihilism, just a bitter hypocrisy in the end.
For him, maybe, but Mahito found a convert in his archenemy.
Yeah.
After a battle that wiped out thousands of innocent people,
Right.
Yuji's youthful spirit was gone. The only thing left that mattered was exercising this curse.
In a way, that was Mahito's final victory, the destruction of another human being's soul. He may not have been around to see it, but the curse Mahito inflicted on the world would bring it to its knees.
Pretty much. Okay, so they did make Shigaraki stronger and faster, as I expected. It's just gonna be like, I feel like Shigaraki could resist the vestiges. Like the vestiges, the vestiges could like help Shigaraki probably shrug off the idle transfiguration and like the thing, idle transfiguration and the domain expansion, which is like the self-embodiment of perfection, which literally was able to like help him with let's see what it said here, like in my notes. It was literally used to help him with connect with the souls of anyone inside that could like help him transfigure them without like direct contact. So he doesn't need to touch them. Like if Shigaraki gets caught in it, he cannot escape. And I feel like it could like, yeah, Shigaraki has good regeneration, but I don't know if he could like regenerate, like, I know he could regenerate limbs, but like there was something about Mahito's that like could like prevent him from regenerating. I know if his head gets blown off, Shigaraki's dead. There's no coming back from that. Like, but I'm pretty sure there's probably some stuff I missed. I'm sure, but I'm going off of like what I can remember right now. So they calculated Midoriya and Bakugo's thing to like 78 teratons of TNT, which was calculated in Deku versus Asta, and he could like catch lasers. I mean, it's not really a inconsistent thing, because Aoyama was Aoyama's naval laser was literally pretty much at that level, and then the Black Flash was like Mach 932, and like the Jogo's meteors was like 832 kilotons of TNT. But I feel like the thing is like the vestiges could like just save Shigaraki from like Mahito's soul manipulating shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like he's gonna be able to like resist it, and then like even if Shigaraki couldn't like see him, maybe I'm pretty sure even if he can't see him, like he still has a search that could like that literally search literally thing. Search literally allows you to like monitor people at once, so he's probably gonna like know all of his weaknesses and like his location. Like it's a literal outline of that person he's trying to locate. And then Midoriya's quirk, which used to belong to the fourth user of One for All, Danger Sense. So he has pretty much a amount of precognition, so like he could dodge the Black Flash, and then like he could dodge like most of the stuff. And I don't think Mahito would be able to like resist a citywide attack. The decay, like it's not only like 5, like he doesn't need to get 5 fingers, like he could just use it like to destroy a whole city. And like if you're within that range of that destroyed city, you're kind of dead. And then I know Mahito doesn't need, like he can like transfigure people's reshape people's souls, and like his domain expansion doesn't need him to touch his target. But I kind of think Shigaraki's things are going to be more, it's going to help him more. Just, he's going to know where Mahito is, even if he can't see him. Maybe he can. I mean, Itadori was able to see him. But maybe because he also had a cursed energy. But, like, I'm pretty sure I missed some stuff. But, like, I know Shigaraki was able to, like, fight for, like nearly 2 months against Gigantomachia. And Mahito, I'm literally just reiterating like the stuff that I remember. But I'm kind of still leaning Shigaraki, but like I won't be surprised if Mahito wins, because like I'm pretty sure he should be the more cool, level-headed guy. Because Shigaraki's kind of an awful leader, and he's kind of mentally unstable. Maybe I'll go Shigaraki still, but I'm not gonna be surprised if Mahito ends up taking the win.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I don't want to get touched by either of those hands. Okay, that's you might take that out of context, but the animation looks pretty good. All of these people are dead at the bank. There's Shigaraki. Ooh. There's Mahito.
I'd heard of a powerful villain stalking these parts. My organization is going to tear this putrid world down around us. We could use a freak of your talents.
Is he gonna try to recruit Mahito?
Do I want to be king of the social rejects?
Ooh.
How about I bring him your head instead?
He's roasting his
Fine
little
by
shit out of
me.
him.
Let's call this your audition.
Ooh, audition. Warp gate. Oh, there's the gnome. Hyatt gnome. Or just regular gnome. Ooh, well, they both died. He just said his own soul. It's mutation versus mutation, like Paramount versus Akira. Oh, no. Kamehameha. Radio wave thing. He's gonna heal from that, I'm pretty sure.
Did you actually just say that?
There you go.
God, how lame!
Oh, he's gonna. God. Ooh, bitch. Ow. Okay.
Audition over.
Okay, that's
Did
one
I get
down.
the part?
More to go. Ooh. Another radio wave. Oh, more hands. Oh yeah, there's the tendrils. The person is
What a rush!
Is he literally? Oh, there's that form already. And that mutated from the Tomura Shigaraki anime. I forgot about that too. But yeah. Oh.
That all you got?
Let's see. He's gonna disintegrate
Domain
him.
expansion.
Oh, domain expansion. Oh shit. Okay, this is what I'm scared of. Oh, let's see.
I can read your soul. You're just a
But the
scared
message
little
is,
boy
but these those are gonna kick in before.
and wants to make it everyone else's problem.
Let's see.
Grow up.
Oh, he's laughing at his shit. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's the message. Oh, all for one. Oh shit. All for one message. Oh, he's gonna decay. Oh, he's gonna decay this whole shit. Let's see if we're gonna survive this.
You only hate humanity because you were born that way.
Oh,
Totally
he's running.
random.
He's running like this.
I hate them for
Oh, you're
no
fucked. Oh,
reason.
he's trying to die.
You grow up.
Let's see if that killed him. It did.
What did I say, Wiz? Like a bitch.
With their complex power sets, this match was a puzzle to figure out,
Pretty much.
which is why we're breaking it down to three categories: physical
yep.
stats, survivability, and their powers.
Okay, yeah,
But
let's do it.
first, let's address one thing. Could Shigaraki even see Mahito?
Pretty much.
He's an invisible curse after all.
Cursed
Yeah.
energy and quirks are notably different.
They're pretty
and
different,
Shigaraki
yeah.
wouldn't be able to see curses normally.
Yeah,
However,
I was
even
thinking, like,
regular
if you
humans
even
can
see 'em.
spontaneously develop the ability to see curses in life and death scenarios.
Yeah.
And with the surge
Curses
quirk,
are invisible due
Shigaraki
to
would have had
existing
no
and
problem
destruction.
tracking it.
So seeing
Okay.
Mahito wouldn't have been an issue. With that out of the way, we can jump into their stats.
This was no contest.
Yeah, it was no
Despite
contest
the
at all.
disaster curses being able to destroy entire cities
For
with their
entire
cursed
cities,
energy,
but, like-
Shigaraki scaling to Deku and Bakugo
Yeah,
meant
Deku
he was
and Bakugo's
calculably
punch.
millions
That's not
of
even a
times
close-
stronger.
He was faster too,
Comparison.
considering
Yeah,
he could
pretty
react
much
to light
faster.
beams, while
Lasers
Mahito's Black
versus the
Flash
Black
capped
Flash.
out at nearly 1,000 times the speed of sound.
Yeah.
Nothing to scoff at, but Shiggy was thousands of times faster.
Pretty much. It's no
Shigaraki
contest there.
takes stats.
But survivability
Survivability.
was a little trickier to figure
Yeah,
out.
it was more
Yep,
trickier.
in terms of raw durability, Shigaraki was a lot tougher.
Yeah,
and
he was
his
a lot
ability
tougher.
to generate new flesh meant that he could heal any wounds he might receive
Yeah.
super easy.
However, Mahito is a curse.
He's a cursed
and is
energy. He's a
immune to the
cursed
kind
spirit.
of overwhelming physical damage Shigaraki could dish out.
Yeah.
Not only that, Mahito's regenerative ability via idle transfiguration meant that he'd come back from anything
He's
short
pretty much
of
come back from anything.
spiritual
Yeah,
damage.
that's the thing.
Considering Mahito's unique curse body, he should actually get the edge in
Yeah, he should get
survivability.
survivability.
Which presents a crucial question. Could Shigaraki even kill a
Yeah,
curse
that's
like
the question.
Mahito
Like,
in
if
the
he could
first
kill him,
place?
yeah.
Or would
Trying to figure
Mahito's
that out as well.
unkillability give him the time he needed to eventually put Shiggy down with idle transfiguration?
Pretty much,
It
yeah.
all comes down to their powers.
The powers, yeah.
Shigaraki had a lot more variety with
Yeah,
all
he had
the
a lot of
crazy
quirks.
quirks All for One had collected over all the years.
Yeah.
But none that we know of could properly kill a curse.
Yeah,
that
pretty much.
didn't mean idle transfiguration was a surefire bet either, though.
Of all things, Shigaraki's
Shigaraki survived
vestiges
multiple
served as a
one-for-all transfer
spiritual
attacks
shield
from
from the
Deku, which
effects of
literally
idle
attacked directly attacks
transfiguration.
the soul.
The fact that Mahito
Yeah,
could
pretty
not
much.
avoid
That's what
targeting
happened.
Sukuna while
I literally brought
attacking
that up
Yuji
at the
meant that he
beginning of the
couldn't
video.
target specific souls inside a person.
And Shiggy has hundreds of soul-like entities inside of him. Sure,
Yeah.
each one down means he loses a quirk, But that's more than enough time to land a single hit with Decay.
Yeah, Decay.
Especially considering how much faster Shiggy is.
And Mahito
Yeah.
has no way to defend against Shigaraki's primary quirk.
Pretty much.
Decay has affected spiritual beings in the past.
Right,
Again,
it affected spiritual
vestiges.
beings in the past.
In fact,
Like-
he was able to damage Deku's vestige
Yeah.
and have that damage transferred to the Deku in the real world.
Mahito may be made of spirit energy, but he still has a physical form.
He still has
In
physical
fact,
form, yeah.
sorcerers that
Shigaraki
couldn't
soul is
naturally
additionally
target the
shielded
soul
by a
were
barrier
able
of
to fight
hatred,
him
yeah.
on even footing.
No,
No reason to think Shiggy
Well,
wouldn't decay him like
transfiguration
everyone
allowed
else.
Mahito
Giving
to separate parts
Shigaraki
of his
the
body.
third and
Pretty
final
much.
edge. It was a unique
Far
duel to
stronger,
the death,
larger
but
arsenal,
Shigaraki's
vestiges
overwhelming
protected
might,
from martial
unstoppable powers,
transformation,
and deadly
transfiguration,
decay spelled the
move on to
end
the
for the
course of
disaster
superior
curse.
regeneration.
Nothing else to
Possible
say.
to kill.
You really gotta hand
take
it
a
to
target of soul.
Shigaraki.
The winner is
Pretty
Tomura
much.
Shigaraki.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Next time
Shigaraki's the
on
winner.
Death Battle.
Next time. Who is it? Oh, Master Chief vs. Doomslayer.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Oh, it's the literal rematch from Season 1. Master Chief versus Doomslayer. That's Halo versus Doom. Look, I love Master Chief. Master Chief is a goated character. But I'm kind of thinking Doomslayer might win. I feel like Doomslayer would have like Doomslayer should be stronger. Master Chief might be faster. Doomslayer should be stronger and tougher. Master Chief should be faster. Master Chief should have like better training with his like military like background and probably more intelligent as well. But I feel like just multitude, the stronger weapons that Doomslayer has, I think he's just gonna pretty much win. So for this one, yeah, I kind of figured that Shigaraki was gonna win. Like Mahito was literally running away, running away like a little bitch. And yeah, like that was the thing. Like if he could even see him, like, cause like I was unsure if he could even see him. Like even if Itadori was able to see Mahito, I feel like mostly because like he had like cursed energy. Like someone could correct me if I'm wrong. And like physical stats, I knew that Shigaraki had it. Like the punch that Midoriya and Bakugo did compared to like Jogo's meteors, no comparison. And the thing, the light catching light versus the freaking Black Flash, which is only like hundreds of thousands of times the speed of sound. Yeah, pretty big difference there. And then like survivability, yeah, just Mahito just survived like more stuff, and Shigaraki's regen would not be able to like work. And then yeah, just the powers. Though there were just so much better powers he had, like more powers, like, but just even if like the ones that could deal this physical damage wouldn't work, but just Search could locate where he is, and then Danger Sense could just sense him. And then pretty much, just statistically better, hacks were better, but just inferior survivability and like healing. But yeah, like I knew Shigaraki was gonna win. But I'm excited for the next one, so thanks for watching, guys, and I will see y'all in the next video.